Welcome back to 10 Foot Customs, and this is a surprise episode of 10 Foot Customs for Sam. Next Friday, I believe it's next Friday, he will be turning 18. And for his birthday, I wanted to do something a little special for him and his car, something that he's wanted since he's owned Annabelle. I went online and I picked up the Knight Rider chasing lights. He's liked that look since, he's had this car and he's wanted them, and I know he can't use them for on-road use, but if he's at a car show or something like that, he can have them running. So these are pretty inexpensive for this, and it's going to fit really nice underneath here. I'm just going to take this piece of aluminum, notch it for around this little splitter piece, and we'll put a small bend in it. And then for right now, because this is all going to be redone. He's working on getting it sanded down because he's going to wrap the car. I'm just going to make it a very simple install. I think the hardest part is going to be finding power to the front of Annabelle. I want to go just a hot off the battery. I mean, if I have to run wires all the way up front here, I can. I want to put a switch inside on his dash so he can switch them on. This has a key fob to change them because this is an RGB multi-function unit, so it does the chasing, but it does a million other things as well. So I mean, he could just have it on as a white light if he wanted just a white light on up front. In addition to his headlights, he could just have it as a white light, because he knows he can't drive with red flashing lights up front. But getting power to the front of this might be the hardest part, just because the battery's in the back. And again, I'm going to put a switch, have a switch that's inconspicuous on the dashboard somewhere. It's a very simple wiring in. A lot of these wires I don't even use. They're for like running blinkers and stuff like that. Like if you wanted this to go like underneath the bed of a pickup truck and just be a blinker, you can do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to get this piece of aluminum cut. It's gonna fit right underneath here. I said, well, we'll notch it for this little splitter piece that's underneath here. There's only plastic structure underneath here, so I'm gonna pop the hood and see what's actually underneath here. There's not a lot to fasten to. I'm probably just for right now gonna drill holes and put like 4 zip ties to hold this thing to the bar. Just wrap it around it. One there, and here, which would be more than enough. And I've got to have this so that it's easy to install, because I want to get it prepped to install, but I can't have it installed till closer to his birthday because I don't want him to see it till his birthday. So it's got to be very simple for me to quickly run out here, like on, I think we're going to do his birthday on Saturday possibly, quickly, and throw it in here, and that way it's on there, and then, at night flip it on or something. I don't know, haven't figured that part out yet, but getting this part on here and structurally sound so it doesn't fall off. Hopefully I can find a hot wire under the hood. If not, again, I'll have to run a hot wire from the battery. Not the worst thing, but I'd rather not. Let's take a look. So as I was saying, there is just this one splitter piece here that I'm going to have to work around, and then this is kind of pushed down, got a little bit of a warp in it, which I guess is pretty common with these rubber front bumpers. This side's not as bad, but again, it's just a plastic, like 5 mile an hour bumper piece underneath here. So not much to fasten to there. Let's pop the hood. So popping the hood did me absolutely no good as far as access to where I need to get to. There's no more room there than there was before, but we do have access to some wiring up here. It's already been hacked and spliced, so maybe, I don't know why it's been hacked and spliced. These orange wires don't look factory, but we do have some big red wires in here. So big red wires are usually a good sign for power. That guy right there is pretty big. That's probably what we want. It's probably power to the motors, maybe for the headlight motors. Maybe we'll have to check, see if this is the hot wire. If it is, that'd be fantastic. That means I can hide his little power box over here or something like that right on this wall. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, we'll work on trying to mount the lights first, just because if this is hot, then that's going to be the hardest part then, is getting that wired in. And I mean, it's not the worst case thing I've had to deal with. There's a big red wire down here to a relay. Not sure what that is. It looks pretty factory. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's go up front and look at getting that strip cut and shaped to fit underneath there. This aluminum strip only has to be as long as these lights, and I'm probably going to paint it black to try to hide it. So put that to the end there, and just go to the end of the light itself. Something along that line. Along that line. 21 inches, that's an easy center to find. Maybe 21, 20, 10, 10 and a half. 10 and a half would be the middle of that. Okay, there's our center point. Okay, let me go cut this in half, or cut this piece off, and then we'll come in here and try to shape it for around this little center support thingy doodle. Got the piece of aluminum cut. I want to mark center again. It's about 10 and a half. Go. Put a little bit of a bend. I'm probably going to have to cut that a little bit more just to get. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut these back just a hair bit more, because it's like a fillet on the brace, and it's bigger than what I have. The angle's about right. Yeah, let's cut it a hair bit bigger, because now it was fine till I bent it. It was fine till I bent it, and I made it smaller, obviously. Structure-wise, there's not much, and again, there's just that like 5 mile an hour bumper, that corrugated, plasticky stuff underneath here. There's no metal. So what we might have to do for right now, I don't want to just zip tie this whole thing up here tight, but I really don't want to do that. But it might be the only option we have right now. I'll show you what we got. So here's what we're working with. You've got the intake piece right here. There's the hole looking out. And above it, this is just plastic. All the way across here. And that metal strip comes, where's my finger at? There it is. That metal strip comes to about here. So if I can get a hole right at the end here, I can zip tie that piece of metal up to there. But there's, I mean, it's really not, this whole piece moves. I'm thinking once he redoes this front end, we may have to come up with a stronger design for this, maybe reinforce this piece with some fiberglass or something, just to give it, there's just no structure left in it. It's old. So yeah, I'm thinking try to get a hole through here and zip tie it. Maybe get, I mean, I might be able to get self-tappers in here. If I can get self-tappers in here, it'll stiffen everything up. So maybe get a couple of self-tappers in, and that might work. Maybe we'll give it a shot. There's really just no way to mark this thing. We're just gonna eyeball up our angle, because again, there's no way to know whether we're doing this right or not. Nothing underneath here is square. Sharpie doesn't fit that way. Okay, we're gonna go, actually mark right behind it, and just know we gotta come up, come up about a 1/4 inch or so. That looks darn close to being where it needs to be. Aha, I actually got a mark on that one. This one I'm not gonna get a mark on. Put holes there and there, that will work. Okay. So now, how do I put holes in there? No. My thought while I was drilling was that I could just heat something up really hot, like red hot, and just stick it through there. There's just no way to get a drill bit. I would need like a small angled Dremel head, but even that I don't think will make this turn. Let me try the hot approach with a hanger. I'll get a hanger super hot and see if I can stab it through. I bent this clothes hanger, kind of put a handle in it so if this thing gets really hot, it's not gonna burn me. I'll at least feel it before it burns me. But we're gonna try to get this thing really hot and just try to poke it through the body work here if we can. I just don't know if it's gonna get hot enough. We're gonna find out. Okay, it's turning red hot. At this point, we have to pause the episode. The 4 holes are in. I have to just check to make sure zip ties fit. If zip ties don't fit yet, I'll have to bring them out a little bit more. But that worked really well. They punched right through. But Kobe, my oldest, who has the Skyline in the Stasia, and my daughter-in-law, Alyssa, they are moving today. So we are going to go give them a hand finishing up their move. But we will be back to this possibly tomorrow, depending on if Sam will be home, because I got to do this when he's not home, obviously. I have a week to get this accomplished. So, yeah, we will end this part of it, and we'll get back to you as soon as I have a minute. Hopefully this is done. We just have to work on the wiring and zip tying all this in. So we'll see you when Sam's not here. We're back. Sam just left to run some errands, and we got a storm moving in behind me, so I got a couple minutes here to quickly test fit some things and to test some wiring. We'll see if we can do that really quick before he gets home. Let's see if the zip ties fit. We haven't gotten any further since I put these holes through, but I don't know if they fit yet. So let's see if we can find out if they go through all this. Okay, I know the lights are going to fit the bracket, so that's not a problem. It's whether or not the bracket now fits to the car. Maybe. Come on, there we go. Okay, that's 2 of them. Okay, now, if we get the other 2 in here, we are golden. Problem is, where I punched the hole through, there's no access port to behind the plastic. So for right now, we'll just go through the bumper cover hole and hope that that is solid enough. So that part is in there. So now we can check the hot side of the wiring and see if that's that wire is hot that we looked at earlier. So this should be, hopefully, be a hot wire. This should be going to ground right here. Back of the headlight bulb should have a ground. Yes, so the back of the headlight bulb is ground. Now we can test this red wire. Oh, need voltage. Need voltage. There you go, 12 volts. 12.8 volts in this wire. And it's hot right now and the key's off. It's exactly what we need. It means I can mount the rest of the boxes. Okay, with knowing that we have 12 volts to this red wire, I have to mount these two boxes. This is the box that actually runs the lighting to the light strip. And these are the actual wires I have to run. So we have a black and a red, 2 greens and a yellow. But if you want to use this thing for like a blinker, you could use the greens, or if a brake light come on, you'd use the yellow. So for signal wires, we're not using any of that. So those will just be, taken out of the way. Don't have to worry about those, like that. Cut the tail off of that. There we go. So the only thing I have to hook up is the power through here. Red's gonna go to here, I'm sure. I know this black, the blue tracer is a ground wire. Do I have that in here? Right here, black with blue tracer. This is a ground wire to that headlight. So I can go to that, or I can actually probably just go to this bolt, honestly, because we know this is a good ground to the chassis. So it's actually what I'll do. That way I don't have to cut into a ground. I would just cut into the red hot wire. The other thing I have to put in here that I picked up, this is a low voltage cutoff box. So this shuts the battery off at 10 volts. This thing will die. Now again, that's really low, but one thing, it will not completely kill the battery dead if you forget to turn this light off. And once it shuts off, it should rebound. Batteries tend to rebound. So if it drains down to that, it should rebound back. They should be able to start it. Let's hope. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'm out, I think, $7. So I may have to, there's a screw head here. There's actually 2 screw holes here that I might be able to use to mount this box too. And then we'll figure out how to get the wiring. Oh, this is a really thin metal panel. We might be able to just tuck the wiring down through there. Yeah, we might be able to just tuck our wiring down through here somewhere and get it out. So this box is going to go roughly there. This box probably roughly there, right below it. Let me go see if I have any plug ends or anything that I can wire that up with so that's easy to disconnect. Hold on. Got some wire, got some soldering iron, and I was thinking to myself, I am limited on time for what we are doing, not only in the weather, but in the amount of time I have when Sam is not here. What I might do is bypass the low voltage cutoff right now, because that's going to have to go to a switch. I want to have a switch inside that he can turn it on and off with. It does come with a fob that I have, but it's easier if you can just switch it off and not have to worry about the fob. But if I can splice some wire in here really quick, put some ends on it, it'll be good for right now. And then once he gets it for his birthday, then he can figure out where he wants the switch put and all that kind of fun stuff, because I don't want to have to decide that for him. It's his car. He can decide where he wants the switch, and if he wants to hide it, if he wants it exposed, that's all up to him. Personally, I would hide it or make it inconspicuous, but that's just me. Okay, this is the last solder joint we have to make. I built the other wires really quick. That's now permanently affixed. Soldering iron off. Okay, so if you gotta loosen this bolt here. And put this underneath it. This is our ground wire. We'll check for continuity. Keep hearing cars coming. I think it's Sam coming home. Okay. That's tight. Now we'll go for continuity to the car. So let us know if we have a ground or not. There. Pick anything metal. Yep. Went right to ground. This guy over here. Yep, right to ground. Okay, so we know we have a good ground there. Well, I forgot to turn the recording on, but I got the wiring back in the loom. You have a hot and a cold. And then these are also spade connected. Spade connected? You have spade connectors on them to hot and cold. Like so. And this will plug into the box. We're going to see if I can run this down here just to test it somehow. I don't know if I can get it down. I can go out of the headlight maybe. There we go, out the headlight bucket. Okay, there's that. Here's our light. Let's see if we can just at least zip tie, a couple zip ties on it just to hold it. And then we'll be close. Just gonna throw 2 zip ties on it for now, because this all has to come back out. This all has to come back out again. But I just need to make sure it all fits. Okay, 2 more zip ties will go on there, hold that just fine. It's very solid. Here is the box it all plugs into. Okay, that's clicked in. Okay, this side is the power side. There we go. Oh, that's cool. I have to say that's pretty cool. I mean, again, it's not street legal. It does come with this remote. You can kind of see right there. And you can change the speed on it. Oh, change the color on it too. So we could like run it white. White's a legal color. Here's red. D turns it off. So you turn it on and off with the remote. Well, the speed is so you can change this. Oh boy, what did I do? So I'm gonna clean this up. I gotta take all of this front stuff off. It all just zip ties on, so that'll go pretty quick and easy. I can leave the wiring in there. I still have to figure out where to mount the box, but that's gonna be relatively simple and run the wiring. So I gotta clean up some things, but I can't do any of that till his birthday, which is Saturday. I think I said it was Saturday, the 10th, whatever the 10th is. And so I'm gonna try to wire it all in really quick on the 10th. So again, all this has to come out, the bracket has to come out. The only thing I can leave on there is the pigtail, which is why I pigtailed it on there. So I'm going to shoot the end of the episode right now when I have a second, though this is not the end of the episode because we're hoping to have this put on there and have him see it light up from inside the house or something. So that is the plan. So I'm going to shoot the ending now, but this isn't the end. So like an idiot, I messed up some days. Sam's birthday is the 8th, which is today. And Kobe's birthday is the 10th. Our anniversary, Katie and I's wedding anniversary, is the 13th, and I just mixed up some dates. So luckily I got as much of this done on Sam's car as I did, because we're probably gonna give it to him tonight, seeing as tonight's his birthday. While he was at school today, I got some of this, I got it all mounted. I'm gonna throw a towel over the front of it, like I'm drawing a towel on the front of his car, hopefully he won't look too closely at it. So that's all mounted in there, nice and tight. It's nice and clean. Really minimal movement on it, which is good. Then under the hood, gotta make sure he's not coming over from school yet because it's close. We ran it up here, and then I put a hole through this bulkhead, put some tape on it so it doesn't cut itself. For right now, again, this is not permanent, but for right now, it'll work. And then mounted the box here with some double-sided tape and a zip tie. It's plenty sturdy enough to stay. And then I just plugged it back into the wiring that we did the other day. So that is the final install on that for the current time. And when the time comes, it'll just be push the button and make it go. So that is the install. We will see you back shortly for the unveiling.
It's 2 days from now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I didn't forget your birthday.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Wait. That's sweet.
Did you get the back ones on too, or just the fronts?
That is sweet though.
That's on constantly while I'm driving.
No, well,
Oh.
yes, you can't.
I can't?
It's illegal.
Okay. But I can have it on.
Right, the D-pad turns it off and on. We have to put a kill switch on the car so you don't forget about it.
Okay. And I kill my
Burn the
battery.
battery dead, right. Buddy. Do whatever color you want. There's...
Did you push it there?
I just drove it there.
I'm dead. Because I can hear my
Faster.
car
You
driving.
can change the speed of it.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
There's a bazillion different features that it has. Like blinkers.
That's so cool.
That one's definitely illegal. Do
Yeah.
not
Do not do that one.
Do not.
Scare the crap out of me.
that one. Don't do that one either.
That's construction, right?
Yeah, those are not good ones to read.
Right. Cool. Wow, that one's pretty cool.
It is kind of cool. I hope you guys all enjoyed this second surprise video. We had the first surprise video for Katie's Corvette. This is the surprise video for Sam and his birthday, for his 18th birthday. So hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a great week.